A new report out highlights the ongoing struggles surrounding childcare availability in Minnesota. A lot of facilities are not expecting it to get better. Northern News Now's Dominic Vitiello visited one facility in Duluth to find out more about their situation and also updates one lawmaker's efforts at the Capitol.
Our 5 schools is just a fraction of what is needed in the area or even what's available in the area.
University Nursery School is one of many childcare facilities doing what they can to help alleviate stress for families. But a new survey finds 86% of childcare facilities agree the industry is in crisis.
Not being able to offer those benefits or the pay makes you not a competitive employer.
In September, Senator Grant Hochschild said childcare was going to be a top priority for him this session. That includes allowing families to hire dual nannies because right now, 2 families, for instance, can't share a nanny. More infrastructure and stabilization grants for providers to help with overhead costs, and pitching a childcare affordability bill.
We subsidize things like nursing homes. We subsidize things like public education. This is just another example of a public good that we as Minnesotans should prioritize. We all want strong communities, and it starts from the beginning to the end of life.
Hochschild says in terms of industry regulations, a package is moving forward in both the House and Senate omnibus bills to help better support childcare facilities by easing what he calls certain overreaching daycare restrictions. The senator also says the legislation on dual family nannies is still being negotiated. And lastly, the Minnesota budget is tighter this time around, which could affect a proposal that makes sure families don't have to spend more than 7% of their income on childcare. He also hopes to defend some funding dedicated to helping families obtain childcare scholarships.
If we don't invest and make a commitment to childcare at the state level, then all you're going to see is childcare providers close down.
University Nursery School took over 2 operations that recently closed, expanding to 5 schools, but says there's an average wait list of more than 100 students at each location.
It's almost like you have to win a lottery to find that spot.
In Duluth, Dominic Vitiello, Northern News Now.
The University Nursery School isn't the only childcare facility in the Northland expanding its reach to help alleviate childcare stress. But Richardson says they all need support out of St. Paul to keep the industry viable.